My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Hearthstone Arena. We have one current class request, and that is for a Hunter by Mr. Shrumpet. Have we got it? Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna pick Paladin, because I think it's the most unfair, depending on my playstyle, whereas the other... these are all bad. I'll take a Bloodsail Corsair as situationally good. Strengthhorn Tiger is amazing. Ooh. Hand of Protection? I mean, it might save me a minion, kind of. Scarlet Crusader is always a good card. Let's Justice is horrible. Worgen Infiltrator is not, however. Holy shit! It's a Sword of Justice. So cards that have battle cries like this, the Razor Fen Hunter, are actually not that bad anymore. In fact, I'll take this one. Sword of Justice that? I get a fucking 3/4 and a 2/2. Hell yeah. Cool, I need some 2, so I'll take a Bloodfen Raptor. Ogre Brute, I think it's super strong. Muster for battle! Yeah, finally. Oh, muster for battle after a Sword of Justice. So 1/1, so I get a 2/2, a 2/2, a 2/2, and then the weapon gets destroyed and replaced. Strongest out of all of these is the Jungle Panther. Stormwind Champion is the best because of my hero ability. Youthful Brewmaster, I might have to bounce something back occasionally, but really it's the only 2-drop there, and that's what I'm looking for. Frost Elemental takes up a little bit of the slack in our 6-drop slot. I have no 4s so far, and none of the other ones are particularly exciting, so I'll take the Burly Rockjaw Trog. Gilbin Stalker for a solid 2/3. Noble Sacrifice is my secret, I guess. Not particularly enthused. Ooh! Harvest Golem or Haunted Creeper? Haunted Creeper is on the 2-drop slot. Yeah. I really wanted to take the Harvest Golem, but I have so many 3s already. Matter Bomber is a pretty solid card. Injured Blademaster, Little Exorcist. I'll take the Injured Blademaster for the more guaranteed health stat value. Scarlet Crusader. I'm getting a lot of 3s and not many anything else. Stormwind Knight, I guess, is okay. Where are some of the strong Paladin 4s? Frostwolf Warlord. There's one, Hammer of Wrath, but now I really want the Shielded Minibot. Because I haven't got any 2s as well. Okay, there we go. Blessing of Kings is pretty good. I want to take this a bit later, so Force Tank Max is fine. Abomination for the board clear? I'm going to have more stuff on the board more times. I'll actually take a Holy Wrath. I haven't got too many early game cards. Holy Wrath is most often going to be 3 damage plus draw a card. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a Hammer of Wrath at that rate. River Croc or Bluegill? I'll take a River Croc. Another Blessing of Kings? No, I have so many early game minions that the Dark Iron Dwarf is much stronger. And then a Holy Wrath because the other 2 are really, really bad. I don't like this deck. I didn't get Truce of the Champions. I didn't get Truce of the Champions, didn't get Yetis, didn't get many strong things on the 4-drop slot. The 5-drop slot is kind of trying to make up for what the 4-drop slot should have been. And then it kind of all goes to shit from there. Unfortunately, we just had too many decisions that were like, here's a 1, here's a 2, and here's a 2. Or here's a 2 and a 3 and a 3, right? So we had too many of those, so we kind of ended up overloaded on the early game. Luckily, we're never going to be wrought for a 3-drop, right? We're always going to have one. Let's just hope that that 3-drop is going to be strong enough. 9 times out of 10 is actually going to be a pretty good one, because we do have... Oh my god, I'm talking so fast. Because we do have the Sword of Justice, we do have the Muster for Battle, we also have the 2 Scarlet Crusaders and Ogre Brute. So, those are all pretty strong. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at these 3s. Look at this 3s. Oh, that's actually pretty good. River Croc into Muster for Battle situationally, or the Scarlet Crusader. That's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I mean, it's definitely strong.
Well met.
I mean, 2, 3... then everything's kind of like... from that point on.
Drag no stupid.
Drag no stupid. Okay. There's actually a very specific order of operations for killing this Flame Splinter Trog. It's not very specific. Anyway, he gets +1 attack every time we cast a spell, so we want to attack it with the River Croc, then cast the Muster for Battle, get our weapon, and then strike it as a 3-1. Because if we cast the Muster for Battle first, it becomes a 3-3, and it kills our River Crocolisk while we're trying to kill the Stone Splinter Trog. Savvy?
I can't do that. For justice. Reporting for duty.
I could just Blessing of Kings one of these guys. Oh man, look at our opponent's board. That's going to be pretty annoying.
For justice. The battle.
There's no reason for me to kill that. It's currently more powerful if I kill it, rather than if I don't. I think I just Blessing of Kings. Blessing of Kings is kind of like a charge card, though. Force a reaction. Then next turn... I think it's because next turn I'd have a better curve, considering I Blessing of Kings this turn, so that's why I Blessing of Kings this turn. Attack that. Dealing with the Haunted Creeper is now a little more messy. And it means that I don't want to play the Scarlet Crusader plus Shielded Minibot, because the Scarlet Crusader and Shielded Minibot have what? Divine Shield, that's right. And what is Divine Shield weak to? Early removal, good work. Early removal is in like 1-drops. Like 1/1s and stuff like that. You know, the bane of my gosh dang existence.
To battle.
I don't think I actually pass up that damage to the face. And I'm gonna develop the Scarlet Crusaders that I said I wasn't going to. I'm just such a fucking renegade. Probably should have attacked with a weapon though. I think I actually... No, I don't want to attack with a weapon. I want to wait until there's 1/1s on the field from the Haunted Creeper rather than the Haunted Creeper itself, because, again, I would power up my enemy by killing it. Also, it means that if the Haunted Creeper and one of the 2/3s goes to kill the Shielded Minibot, I can react with the Light's Justice, which I would have been able to do anyway, even if I attacked last turn, but it also means that I hold a charge afterwards. Ong Trump.
Let me...
Looks like someone with severe typing difficulties is trying to say, oh my god, Trump. Ha! That's interesting. Hey, I wouldn't have had the Light's Justice to use if I did what I did last time. Oh, that's unfortunate.
For justice.
Currently, it looks like my opponent has to use this, this, and this in order to kill the Silverhand Recruit.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Yep, looks like it. I might use the Hand of Protection in order to kill the Silverhand Knight with the trade from the Frost Elemental. I mean, that seems correct. 1, 3, 3. But I also want to be creating a guy each turn so that I can maximally effectively use my mana. I don't have many things that go for the face, so I should probably stop trying to be so aggressive. Like, I don't need to be as aggressive as I'm being. I do have control of this game currently. I just need not to lose it. I've got 4 cards versus 4 cards, but my opponent's going second, so I have the mana advantage over the top. And I also have not a significant health advantage, but a significant health advantage when you consider the fact that I have a significant board advantage. There's an ambulance outside. I wonder if they know I'm recording. How fucking dare they save lives? On my time. Oh.
Let me think.
What? That's a flesh-eating ghoul. What? That's not a flesh-eating ghoul that time.
Reporting for duty. For honor.
Okay. Remove both of these, and then this. Otherwise, you lose the game. I would have made that hit and then that hit if it wasn't for the fact that I have 4-stack max.
Bring out your dead.
Huh?
Justice.
That could save them. That's gonna save him for a turn. Ouch. Huh. I think they know they don't win if they delay. I'm one off lethal, but that's a calculated risk on their part, so they know that they can kill me from that. I think I actually have to trade. Wow. That's way too safe. Oh, I'm totally doing it though. Fucking hell. Okay. Now I have 9 stealth damage. Don't top deck consecrate. Top deck consecrate means that this can die and that this does die, so my whole opponent's board is traded. This dies, I'm on 9 health, I have a 5-3 left over after the field, and my opponent has a 1-1.
Not on my
Oh, we win.
Well played. Reporting for duty.
Nothing our opponents can do. 1-0. We didn't even get to use any of our Holy Wraths, unfortunately. Did I make a No, I did not make a prediction for the deck. I'm going to go something along the lines of... just make motions like I'm divining this. 5. I think the early curve is going to be strong enough to get us through a number of games, considering that most people have a very weak... like, the 3 slot is probably the most poorly drafted from a lot of people. Like, they'll pay another 2 or wait until they're on second and then coin at 4.
Justice demands retribution.
It's actually okay. Do I coin a 2 into a 2? Yeah, I coin a 2 into a 2 rather than a muster for battle suddenly. Because muster for battle suddenly means I fuck my curve. Right? I coin it as my 2, which means that I don't have anything out before it. Nah, lame. Not doing it. This is also, since it's a 2-3, it can kill a 2-3 plus the weapon for muster for battle used. It can kill a 2-3 and stay as a 2-1, or it can trade for a 3-2. So it actually is better than a 3-2 in this situation, for me at least.
Reporting for duty.
Definitely better now. Actually, I don't think I attack. I think there's no reason for me not to kill that with the Haunted Creeper. Right?
It's clobbering time.
Fuck me, I guess. Okay.
Reporting for duty. For justice. For justice.
I'll actually waste a health on that, because I think, since Consecration exists, there's a very low likelihood that I end up using both health of that, respectively, with any sort of strength.
To battle! To battle!
You call that a weapon?
For justice! I can't do that. To battle!
Yay! We have a board state advantage. Pretty severe board state advantage as well.
Done.
For justice.
Oh, actually, I could have saved myself 2 damage there because I'm going to be trading 2 things into that, so... Now, I'm going to bounce that back to my hand and play this. It gives me an actually good turn 6 play. It does devalue my board a little, but being able to trade a 1-1 severely up or a Divine Shields severely up is going to be super powerful for us. To the point that I don't think it's worth actually having a 4-1 on the field instead. Even though my opponent hasn't demonstrated a... Ooh, that's really good for me. Even though my opponent has not demonstrated any reason for me to think they have Consecration. Next turn, Stormwind Champion's gonna be stupidly powerful. So Consecration removes everything, leaves me with a 4-2, my opponent has 3 mana left over and they can play something that's pretty severely bad for me. So I'm hoping for no Consecration, but yeah. But True Silver Champion's not gonna be good enough, buddy. Okay, so my opponent takes 2 damage from this. I go down to 19. I have a total of 8 damage on the field, which means that over 4 characters, I'll have 12 damage going to my opponent's face this following turn.
Behold the might of Stormwind. The battle.
Okay, my opponent has 8 damage currently showing. If they have 10 damage that they can charge to my face, so that would be... Blessing of Kings wouldn't even do it, right? They would need... Blessing of Kings, no, Divine Champion can't be used. Sorry, Devout, whatever, the Champion card, doubling the attack. It would have to be...
I wonder...
Blessing of Kings, Blessing of Might, Blessing of Might. Right.
The victory.
Something like that. Well played.
Well played.
2-0. I find this is so similar, like, to my opening with a lot of decks, where... I'll hit exactly how the deck should be working, and then the first time I encounter resistance to how the deck should work, I crumble in that match, and then all following matches it just doesn't work. I mean, I did get Muster for Battle in both opening hands there, and I had a really good ability to kind of like back it up. So I guess that's actually super important. Can't rely on that, I only have 1 Muster for Battle in the deck. Irish Guild.
Let's the hunt.
Oh, look, it's Muster Babble.
I will fight
Muster
with
Babble.
honor.
Good work, Ryan. Where'd you learn your English? This is unfortunate. This is what I was looking for. A hand where I have Muster for Babble. Musting Babylon. But I do not have any 2-drop.
Traveler.
I mean,
Well met.
even though Muster for Battle is a Paladin card, I'll make this point. It's better to have this problem as a Paladin than as any other class, because I do get to generate a 1-1 on turn 2 anyway. So if my opponent responds with a 3-2, which is a pretty standard turn 2 play. Whoop! Not a 3-2, it's going to be Animal Companion. Whoop! Not an Animal Companion, now I'm sad.
For justice. Reporting the battle.
I would have been able to use my 1-1 plus my weapon to kill it. I'm going to try and get as many hits with my weapon into that as possible. I'm hoping that something on the side is developed. Ugh, not that. Oh. I was hoping that something on the side would be developed. So I'd be able to Blessing of Kings one of my own creatures and then severely benefit off that, but apparently that's not a good idea.
The battle.
Okay. That's going to die no matter what, so I saved myself 1 damage by killing the 3-2 version first, and then Burly Rock Shot. Trogzor. I'm still yet to get my Sword of Justice. I think that's good, because I don't want my Sword of Justice in my early play unless I have Muster for Battle as well, and I have the coin, right? And my opponent plays a 2, like, it's so situational that I get it out in a situation where I actually get to play it, use it well, and, you know. Oh, look at this. What are you going to do now? Kill it with the spell? Damn it. That's a 7-1 you just brutally murdered.
justice.
Against a hunter, I want as much of my health saved as possible, so I'm gonna try and run out this weapon, and therefore not have to override it should I draw the one I'm looking for. You know the one. Back to my hand. Explosive trap. The fuck is in your hand that's a good idea for you?
For justice.
Unless it's multi-shot, I'm gonna make you regret that. I hope that my opponent was relying on using the Glaive Zuka plus some other subsidiary force of damage to remove this. Oh, looks like they may have been. I don't have a 3-drop play, so instead of using Blessing of Kings, I'll use Holy Wrath and just hope that I don't get a 1-drop. That's not a 1-drop. Lovely. I'm so far ahead in terms of card advantage that I can just play the 2/2 rather than playing anything else. It also is super strong with the Blessing of Kings.
Glory to the
Huh.
Sindora.
That's not good. Do 9 damage to the base this turn. My opponent can do 10 damage to my face. What would they need to kill me? Not that much, actually. Oh, worst play. This hits this, then that gets bounced. Don't have a fucking Bounce Master in your hand. You could have either Bounce Master and it would work as well. You could have the Ancient Brewmaster, or you could have the Young Brewmaster. Youthful Brewmaster, sorry. Just... if you could do me a favor, have neither. Okay. It's fine. You're gonna take 7 damage in order to remove the Divine Shield and then attack with the Blood Knight? That doesn't seem correct. That definitely doesn't seem like something you'll do. You've got to have a silence or a source of subsidiary damage in your hand. Currently, you only have 11 damage. For the face, that is.
I wonder. I move quickly.
Okay, Kill Command breaks the shield. That trades. I imagine the Glaive Zuka goes into the Frostwolf.
You love my
Oh,
recipe.
really? Alright, I'm gonna do some fun stuff. So, Stormwind Champion, boss this to a 2/6, then I'm gonna attack that. Now I'm gonna reverse and switch it. Guess what's gonna happen? 4-2? Nuh-uh. 5-3. Why does that happen, Rhapsody? Well, it actually takes the base stats of it while buffed. So it looks at it and goes, oh, it's a 2/4, and then swaps 2/4. Those are now the base stats of the Fire Elemental, and then it gets another buff from the Stormwind Champion.
Well played.
Okay. This shoots 6, so I'm not even gonna try and Mad Bomber just in case I accidentally kill my own guy. Okay. Because that would be the most ragey moment. Like, oh no, I tried to get Tricky Lethal and I accidentally 6-shotted my own Stormwind Champion and lost the game. That would be the worst shit out. And any other way would have relied on me would have had me relying on the Matter Bomber. So like if I wanted to remove the Core Hound, for example, with my 5-3. Uther Lightbringer. JPR 2000.
Fight with honor. Justice demands retribution.
Scarlet Crusader is really good, but I have so many really good 3-drops that I think I have to severely mulligan for 2s and, you know, the like. That could be... I mean, off the power of the shielded mini-bot, that could actually be pretty good.
Well met.
It depends how slow my opponent's hand is. Nothing on this turn would be really... okay. And now I need either hero power on this turn or nothing.
Wanna blow something up?
That's bad. That was essential. Not fucking killing this.
Weapons ready.
If it missed it enough times, I would have been really happy about that as well. If I get oozed here, I lose, by the way. Oh, that's bad. I respond with the same card! Seriously, this is the same card. It's serving justice as well. I can get the Razorven Hunter and a Reinforce out to have a 3-4, a 2-2, and a 2-2 on turn 5 as my developments. Or I could play a 6-6 Stranglethorn Tiger, which is basically an Ogre. Actually, it looks like I'm playing the Matter Bomber now.
Did someone say bomb?
Yep. Well done, Matter Bomber.
Thank you.
I haven't even won the game yet, my opponent's well-plating me. Almost any draw should fix my curve for next turn. Oh, don't like that.
Kaboom!
Let's back to hands.
Well played.
Don't mess with justice. Job done.
I wonder if there was only one charge on that, which one would get the buff? Battle Cries trigger before a minion has even hit the board, so I guess the boar is the first played? That's interesting. That's very interesting, the order of operations in that one. That's just quite interesting.
Reporting for duty. Behold the might of Stormwind!
Steel swine.
4-2 or a 5-1? 4-2.
Accepted.
I was hoping to use the Mad Bomber, but the Mad Bomber would have had a 50-50 of hitting my guys. Doesn't even have a certainty to remove the opponent. The power of that guy is not in the fact. Oh, it's got to be Kodo right now. Kodo? The power of the Stormwind Champion is not in his attack stat. That's not even the point of him. At all.
For the Alliance!
Sucks. Steel
Reporting for duty.
Big Game Hunter? What's I am sorry? Big Game Hunter? Consecrate? Big Game Hunter?
Got the beast
Yeah,
in my
I don't care. It got the value as soon as it did the thing. Julie, do the thing! Whoop! Figured as much. That's why I didn't attack with 2-2 first.
For the Alliance! Reporting for duty.
Stormwind Champion's so strong. If my opponent uses a... This is the reason that Bloodsail Corsair is not entirely horrible. Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't see that earlier. Most weapons, when they're played, use half of their charge. Like, think all of the warrior weapons, basically. Some of the paladin weapons, they use half of their charge immediately. So, Bloodsail Corsair removes the other half of the charge and is as effective in that situation as an Acidic Swampoos is.
The battle.
I don't actually, even though that's a better trade, I don't want to use this because then it'll get killed by the Harvest Golem.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, I'm in a pretty commanding lead here. If we win this game, regardless of whether we win or lose this game, I'll actually cut to a part 2, so. Okay. That means I just don't attack with that until I have lethal.
Reporting for duty.
Justice.
Say 3, 6, 6, and then collected 8. So 6, 6, 8. Total of 20. I have 20 damage currently. It's not enough. Okay.
To battle.
It's important to keep this guy alive. He's gonna die anyway.
For the king.
I have to give my opponent a card, I guess. It's worth giving my opponent a card to remove a 5/6 currently on board. Also not horribly overextended against Consecrate, but it's still pretty annoying. Oh!
I am the blade of the goddess.
There goes my Stormwind champion.
Reporting for duty.
Wish I could bounce it. Oh hey, my Strength on target does as well.
For honor.
Your turn to bleed.
The battle.
I'm still pretty far ahead of the opponent. Matter Bomber is only better when I'm behind, so I don't want to play it yet. Because obviously at this point it has, what, 5 of my targets and 1 a target for my opponent. Now 3 are targets for my opponent, but still whatever. Same thing, basically.
You call that a weapon?
The battle. For honor. The battle. Well played. Reporting for duty.
Is that my opponent conceding? Or are they going to top deck Deathwing and make me a really sad panda? That's a War Golem. Kind of close. I don't trade for the War Golem.
Reporting for duty.
I would have to trade my whole board. Too much.
For honor. The battle.
Actually, I trade 1 for it. Because then I muster for battle and reinforce, and I fill my board anyway.
The battle.
Done.
For justice.
It's clobbering.
It's clobbering time.
Reporting for duty.
So my opponent has way hella card draw over the top of me, but we're still winning. Okay, I actually do have to remove. I mean, it's cheap enough to remove
The
now.
battle. For honor. The battle. The battle. For justice. The battle.
When do I think it's good to play this Matter Bomber? I mean, I seem constantly in control. Maybe now?
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle! For justice!
Wasn't expecting that to be buffed. Got Noble Sacrifice to save the game if I... Oh, wow, this... Doesn't die? Does die? Doesn't die. Wow, that was lucky.
Reporting for duty. Thank you.
Avenge.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so the first card that I want to trigger
For justice.
is Noble Sacrifice. Which totally is. Let's remove that.
The battle.
This is just to develop as many minions on my board as possible.
Reporting for duty.
I'd rather have a 2-1 than a 2-2 because both are vulnerable to Consecrate, but the 2-1 is more sustained board damage. Even if I don't get more damage in that turn, I get more damage in Event turn. Huh, that's a bad one to have.
Well reporting for duty.
And that's lethal.
Victory is
Well played, well played, well played, well played. Let's get back out to this screen so that I can say we're going to cut to part 2. You'll be able to find a link to part 2 down in the description below, and we'll hope to see you there.